by Anuja Kumar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired the informal meeting of the RIC, Russia, India and China framework on the sidelines of the G20 summit. The meeting was attended by Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. In his opening remarks, the Prime Minister said the interactions at the level of the leadership of these countries to discuss on global issues are of immense importance. Mr. Modi also met German Chancellor Angela Merkel and discussed ways to deepen the Indo-German relations and enhance cooperation in areas like artificial intelligence, e-mobility and cybersecurity. The Prime Minister said both the leaders discussed ways to diversify and deepen India-Germany ties. Germany is India's largest trade partner in the 28-member European Union bloc. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held many bilateral meetings with top leaders of the world on the first day of the G20 summit. The two-day summit began in Osaka, Japan this morning. Mr. Modi also held trilateral discussions with his Japanese counterpart and US President under J, Japan, America and India. Prime Minister Modi and President Trump discussed a host of bilateral and global issues, including Iran, trade, defense, and 5G communication networks on the sidelines of the summit. Prime Minister also held an informal meeting of the BRICS nations at the summit and discussed issues faced by the global economy. He also discussed the threat of terrorism with BRICS leaders. Prime Minister also had a meeting with Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Both leaders discussed the situation in the Gulf, which can impact oil prices. India has expressed its concern over the use of social media by terrorists to radicalize youth and has called for a multi-stakeholder engagement to address challenges of hate speech online. India's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, Ambassador K. Nagaraj Naidu, said that India watches with concern the groundswell of anti-Semitism, racism, intolerance and xenophobia in a world interconnected through technology. He was speaking at the informal meeting of the General Assembly on combating anti-Semitism and other forms of racism and hate. He said that terrorists openly or under the garb of anonymity radicalize youth using social media, luring them into their nefarious designs. Home Minister Amit Shah today moved a resolution in the Lok Sabha seeking extension of President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir for a further period of 6 months. Moving the resolution, Mr. Shah said, since the State Assembly has been dissolved and the Election Commission has decided to hold fresh elections in the state later this year, it is essential that the President's rule be extended. Mr. Shah said, the law and order in the state is under control and the government has adopted zero tolerance against terrorism. The minister also moved Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2019 in the Lok Sabha for consideration and passage. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat today said river cleaning will be taken up in mission mode across the country. Participating in a cleanathon event of Namami Gange in New Delhi, Mr. Shekhawat said the rural sanitation coverage has reached 99% from 39% in October 2014. He said similarly, the cleaning of River Ganga and its tributaries will be taken up in mission mode. The minister also said everyone, including society, has to come on board to ensure availability of safe and clean water. Addressing an event in New Delhi today, Mr. Shekhawat said declining sources of water has been a major challenge before the humanity. The minister said India is the most vulnerable country in terms of quality water and it is high time that people should understand their responsibility. Food and Consumer Affairs Minister Ram Vilas Paswan today said there is a sufficient capacity of storage of central pool food grains at the national level. In reply to a question in the Rajya Sabha, the minister said the total storage capacity available for central pool stocks is over 800 lakh tons. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka was 72 for 3 in 12 overs against South Africa at Chester-le Street when reports last came in. Earlier, South Africa won the toss and elected to field. And with that, we end this news bulletin.